Okay, let's be real. Choosing a VPN can feel, well, kinda overwhelming. There's so much marketing hype, so much technical jargon. That's why today we're gonna cut right through all that noise. We are going to break down the world of virtual private networks, and we're gonna do it using the definitive, lab-tested reviews from the experts over at PCMag to figure out what really matters.
So, here's the plan. First, we'll talk about that feeling of being watched online. Then, we'll demystify how a VPN actually works. After that, we'll cover why you might even need one. And then, the main event, we'll dive into PCMag's top-rated picks, and finally help you figure out how to find your perfect match.
First up, let's tackle the reason we're even talking about this. That unsettling feeling that pretty much everywhere you go online, someone's looking over your shoulder. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You look up a new pair of hiking boots one time, and suddenly, ads for those exact boots are following you across every single website you visit. And no, you're not going crazy. That's just how the internet works now.
And this, right here, is the key. PCMag puts it bluntly, your own internet service provider. Yeah, the very company you pay every month for your internet connection gets a front row seat to literally everything you do. And what's worse, they are legally allowed to bundle up that browsing history and sell it. And that is the exact problem a VPN is built to fix.
So how does this piece of tech actually shield you from all that? Well, it's probably a lot simpler than you think. Let's talk about the idea of a digital private tunnel.
So the techie definition is that a VPN creates a secure, scrambled connection from your device to a server somewhere else in the world. Basically, it hides your activity and swaps out your real IP address, which is kind of like your home address online, for a different one.
Okay, here's a really simple way to picture it. Without a VPN, you're driving your car around town on public streets. Everyone can see who you are and where you're going. But with a VPN, you drive into a private underground tunnel. Once you're inside, nobody can see you and you pop out of the tunnel somewhere else entirely. Your journey is completely private.
All right, so we get the what and the how. But what about the why? Why should you actually care about this? What are the real-world benefits?
Well, it really boils down to three big practical reasons. Number one, it keeps you safe on public Wi-Fi, which can be a total free-for-all for hackers. Two, it slams the door on your ISP's ability to track and sell your data. And three, it lets you spoof your location, which is a fancy way of saying you can make it look like you're in another country. And that's the secret to watching, say, a show that's only available in the UK.
Now, before we jump into the winner's circle, I want to be super clear. This isn't just, some random list we threw together. PCMag has been putting these services through intense, hands-on, lab-based testing for more than a decade. So you can bet these recommendations are the real deal.
All right, and now for the main event. Let's meet the champions, the services that clawed their way to the very top of PCMag's rigorous tests.
And taking the number one spot, the best all-around performer, is Proton VPN. And listen, this is a huge deal. Getting a perfect 5.0 score from PCMag is, well, it almost never happens. They call this rating exemplary, which means it's pretty much flawless and sets the standard for everyone else. This is as good as it gets, folks.
So, what does it take to get that perfect score? Well, the pros list is just stacked. It has hands down the best free plan you can find. It's loaded with advanced privacy tools. The company itself is famous for its pro-privacy mission, and the app just looks and feels great. The only tiny little nitpick was slightly higher latency, which just means a very small delay. But honestly, for this level of quality, it's a trade-off most people would gladly make. Okay, next up. What if you're totally new to this whole VPN thing and just want something that works, and maybe is even a little fun? For that, PCMag points right to TunnelBear VPN. TunnelBear's whole vibe is making privacy easy and approachable. We're talking animated bears digging tunnels on your screen. It's just friendly. And a huge, huge plus. One subscription covers an unlimited number of devices, which is amazing for a family. Plus, they prove they're secure with public independent audits every year. Sure, it's missing some super advanced features, but for a beginner, it's an absolutely fantastic and powerful choice.
Okay, now let's switch gears. For the person out there who puts privacy above, well, everything else, especially when you're on a sketchy public Wi-Fi network, the top choice is Mullvad VPN.
Mullvad is just on a whole other level with privacy. It's so different, you don't even use an email to sign up, you just get a random account number. You can literally mail them an envelope full of cash to pay for it. No joke. This extreme focus on anonymity makes it the ultimate tool for that coffee shop or airport Wi-Fi. The app isn't the prettiest, but if you want pure, hardcore privacy, Mullvad is an absolute titan.
All right, last up on our list of winners, what if you want the whole shebang? More than just a VPN, but a full security toolbox. For that, PCMag gives the nod to NordVPN.
NordVPN is an absolute powerhouse of features. It gives you advanced options like multi-hop, which routes your connection through 2 servers instead of 1 for extra security. It consistently gets some of the fastest speed scores out there, and it even includes tools to protect you from malware. It's less of a simple VPN and more like a full-on digital security suite. It is on the pricier side, but for users who want all those bells and whistles, it's a top contender.
Okay, so we've seen the champions. We've seen the best of the best. Now comes the most important part, figuring out which one is the perfect match for you. Because the best VPN isn't a title, it's a personal fit.
And it all boils down to this. What kind of user are you? Are you the streamer? Then you're going to care about blazing fast speeds and servers all over the world. Or are you the privacy advocate? In that case, things like a strict no logs policy and anonymous payment options are going to be at the top of your list. You just have to know your goal.
Look, at the end of the day, there's no single magic answer here. The best VPN for you is simply the one that checks the boxes that you care about most, whether that's raw speed, ironclad privacy, a great price, or just an app that's super easy to use.
And that really leaves us with one big question to chew on. As more and more of our lives go digital, is online privacy just another premium feature you have to pay for, like extra cloud storage? Or is it a basic, fundamental right that everyone should have? Definitely something to think about.